What's up, guys? AYB here. Today we'll be looking at Filter by Zapier. Filter by Zapier is actually a tool in Zapier's toolkit that allows to filter data based on specific custom rules set in place. It's just something like this. When we have, let's say we have a workflow, and then there is a trigger app, which is obviously like can see here we have a Jotform submission, right? So this job information contain like specific data we want to collect. We want to collect their name, their email address, company, and a particular information about their comfortability with Zapier, and even the service they need, and then the channel they got to hear about us. So right here. So what we want to do is that we want to allow some data to pass through based on some conditions. So what we are going to do is that we are going to use filter. That so and then we are going to choose the form right here. I already have done that. The form is a service form, right? And then we are going to test the different submissions. So let's say we test this submission right here. Okay, and then we add the filter condition. So this is the filter step, right? So this is one way to add a filter step. You click on this add step, and then you see the filter by Zapier, right? So now we'll be faced with these three fields. So this first field is asking you what what are the this is exactly where we are going to set the custom rules, right? That brings me to the logic, right? Logic is actually some set of custom rules. Like you can see the logic we have here. We have text contains, text does not contain, exactly matches, text is not starts with, number is greater than, and these are actually the conditions that we can use to set the custom rule. But in this case, we actually want to set the custom rule that if the comfortability with Zapier, the value for this particular data is, because this is a number field, right? When we say 0 means not comfortable and 10 means very comfortable, right? So we are saying if the value is lower than 4, we don't want to do business with them because they are not really comfortable with Zapier. Let's use that example, although we might actually have some other alternatives. But let's set that condition. So this is exactly how we're going to set it right here. So we choose the field from the form, and then the field from the form is we will be answer of the comfortability with Zapier. So we choose that right here, and we choose the condition. So we are saying if this answer comfortability with Zapier is lesser than, right, like I said, 4, right? So then I can type 4. So we choose that, and then we test the rule. It is not. It's gonna be yeah, because is the person is so you're setting the condition that if the comfortability with Zapier is, I don't want to do business. I don't want to do business with someone that has a lesser comfortability with Zapier. Okay, so I want such persons to be filtered. So what I'm going to set condition is that okay, only continue, right? If their comfortability, right? So if they have a comfortability that is greater than 4, then this step is going to allow the next step to continue. Something like that. If I continue right now, she give me yellow stuff because the the value from the form is 3. So hence it has been filtered. So this is exactly how filter by Zapier works. Okay, so we also have I can also, something wonderful about it is that I can also set multiple conditions. So let's say I want to add another logic, and I'm saying, okay, I not just want this, I also want it to be that there's a particular condition on my form. There's a particular, like, okay, I want it to be that I am only interested in clients that choose this option, that are interested with in business process automation with Zapier. So next year, what I'll do right here is I'll go over to that particular service needed, right? Then I'll say if service needed contains, then I can command B and check. Okay, let me see if I can copy something like that. Business process automation with Zapier, right? Let me see if I can. Okay, okay, I can copy it here. So I copy this, I copy it and I paste it right here. Okay, so what will happen is that because I've added a second condition, particularly hand, what will happen is that the two conditions have has to be fulfilled for for data to be able to move to the next step. So if either of these conditions are not fulfilled, the data will not move to the next step, or the it will not carry out the next step. So if I click on and test now, it will not allow me because the two conditions are not fulfilled. The person chose three and the person actually also chose process mapping. So this is exactly how to filter data. Another thing I want to to bring to your notice here is that I can also add, instead of using hand, I can also use or, right? The or, I want to remove that. The way the or works is that, let me remove this. So just a minute. Yeah. So the way the all works is that it has to fulfill one of the condition. So I'm saying if I click on this right here, process mapping, like the service needed condition contains process mapping, right? So if I click on continue, it might not still continue because but at this time it is just going to choose one out of the two. It's not going to mandate the two of them. So that's exactly how. So let's do something right here. We want to make this particular stuff green, right? And then we're using the or. Let's use the and, right? Let's use the hand. Let's use the hand, right? So let's use the process mapping. Yeah, we are saying if this particular option on the form contains. So I want to do something right here. I want to submit a form response, and then I want to use something that is above 4, and then I want to also use process mapping. So let me use let's use Toby. This is just the schedule name. Toby Williams. So let's call it Toby Williams at gmail.com. So let's say Toby Wills has a company name. So let's see this name of his company, right? So let's say their comfortability with Zapier is above 4, right? And then I choose this particular option. And let's say go to by YouTube. So I continue right here and I submit the form on human. lesser weight. Come on. So if I submit this form right here, what will happen is that, let's say I want to actually get the response, to get the new recent response, right? No, find new response. So now I just got the response. This is to be Williams, right? I want to continue with this record. So what will happen is that now I want to set the same conditions, right? The first condition is that the comfortability with Zapier must be greater than 4, and the service needed must contain business automation with Zapier. If I continue this step, it's going to be green. Why? Because it fulfills the two rules, right? Let me continue right there. Um, I mean, I want to test this step. Yeah, this test step. Can you see? Because the two particular fields are being fulfilled. So this is exactly how Zapier works. I want to also bring your notice to the fact, to the different logic we have. We have contains. These logics are actually not case sensitive. But when we are using this exactly matches, is actually very, very case sensitive. So you must be careful about whether you're using an uppercase or lowercase. And also we have this is saying, we have starts with, we have ends with, we have dates does not end with, we have greater than. These ones are actually number. We use it with numbers. Like now, this is exactly what we use because we are talking about number. So we have dates also, then we have boolean. This actually is just true or false, right? Those are the logic, and then we have exist and does not exist. So this allows us to set any kind of condition we want to set. So that's exactly what we mean by filter by Zapier. See you guys in the next video.